Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am your host, Al, and you are tuning in to the Princeton Pong January Open, the under 2100 finals event. We have ARK OUYANG facing up against Keith LIN, and boy, oh boy, is this going to be a treat for you guys. So excited to watch this one alongside with you. ARK and Keith both have been playing fantastic up to this point. And I'm sure these gentlemen are only going to show us excellent stuff. Let me go ahead and just zoom in more on the right side, because ARK is going to need all the camera room he can get. Alright guys, and I'm here just finishing up setting up the scoreboard. The recording is on. Bob's your uncle. Fantastic. So, ARK OUYANG, he's a long pips chopper, has long pips on the backhand side. Keith LIN, two-wing looper, fairly consistent, traditional play style. From what I've seen so far is that Keith really just likes to set up his forehand. He has a very nice forehand loop kill. ARK's game has kind of been hit or miss so far. Overall, he's been playing pretty well. His backhand chops have a good bit of quality on them. And I was actually going to say, ARK's forehand hasn't been looking the greatest so far coming into this final. But hey, looks like he's kind of focused on that and sharpened it up a bit. And what a start. Two perfect forehands right off the bat. And 2 quick points on the board. Oh, clips the top of the net. ARK off to a rocket pace. Long underspin serve to the backhand. Gets instantly punished. Feels like the ideal receive to be getting. Maybe just was not ready there. Slow opening backhand loop from Keith. ARK loads up a little bit too much on that. Hits it into the net. And a nice spinny and steady inside-out loop by Keith. 3-all scoreline, just as fast as it came, just as fast as it went. Solid service from ARK there. Heavy on the underspin with the tomahawk serve. Interesting service from Keith. Really, what that says there more than anything is like, hey, you know what? I got my game plan, and you could play whatever service you want. I'm just gonna go ahead go long, and then loop the next ball. Attempt at the loop, goes a little too long. Yeah, so the game plan from Keith is pretty straightforward, right? I'm either gonna serve dead or topspin, and then I'm gonna attempt to loop, kill the third ball, and then engage the rally that way. A pretty honest game plan, nothing wrong with that. A service error from ARK. Can't be having too many of those. Might cost you. Especially as a chopper, you know, you work so hard for your points. You don't want to be making any service errors. You know what I will say though is that I don't really see ARK go for not too many backhand kill shots from when he's coming back into the table. Hold the phone though. A 8-10 scoreline. Keith with an opportunity to close out the first game. Backhand loop goes long. ARK clinging on for dear life in this best of 5 in the first game. Ooh, a nice soft bump on the long pip side brings us to deuce, a 10-10 scoreline. Good composure from ARK. And ARK had the right idea there. Tried to kind of float it into the backhand side, perhaps to get him to pop up the next ball. And that closes out our first game. A 12-10 scoreline for Keith LIN. Things were kind of close there between both players. What I would really like to see is ARK maybe get a little bit more aggressive, both on the forehand side when he's going for his loops. His forehand, you know, the first 3 points of the game on point, and then kind of backed off of that a little bit. And then also when he's stepping back in for those dead high balls, I'd really just like to see him kind of kill those shots. Good stuff from ARK there, solid footwork. Staying active on his feet. Stood up a little too much there. Want to make sure you're staying low as a chopper. Staying in that ready position, but not doing too much. A nice forehand cross court there by ARK. And those are the kind of shots ARK is going to need in order to tie this game up. You need to get a little bit aggressive. Now, if I'm ARK, I maybe try to chop deep into Keith's backhand corner. It seems like he's really hit or miss with those inside-out shots, especially when he's gone for the backhand loop kills. It's kind of been 50-50 at best. Five 5-3 scoreline. Lucky stuff for ARK. He got a couple of net balls this game. The service has been giving Keith quite a hard time. And you know what it is? The name of the game for the chopper is just consistency and outlasting your opponent. The longer this match goes, the more ARK is going to be favored. And there it is, a solid second game from ARK, equalizes the scoreline 1-1. It was much more, what's the word I'm looking for here, guys? Help me out. It was a much more contested game one off of Keith's side. And this one and the second one, it seems like ARK just tightened up his defenses and was really able to fix his unforced errors. His service has been a little sharper, which is what we like to see. All right, here we go. Game 3. Oh, what a treat. Let's go. What a point. Great way to start off the third game. I don't know how he stayed in that point. His back was literally right up against the wall. It seems like after the adjustments have been made, ARK has been the one to come out on top. Beautiful stuff. A great display of skill between both players. And ARK is kind of running away with this one, guys. Gaining confidence by the second, by the point. Not over yet for Keith. And that's the good stuff from ARK, realizing that Keith's backhand opening loops have not been necessarily the most consistent, especially when he attempts to go for those loop kills. The balls has been going along a lot of times. Solid inside-out push there by Keith. Very deep, good bit of quality on it. Popped up a little bit. Well, honestly, I feel like it worked more in his favor than anything there. A parallel loop from Keith's forehand somehow gets saved miraculously by ARK, and he's able to keep himself in the point. And now we're looking at a 10-4 scoreline. Another one back on the table. Hey, Sean, move. And that concludes our third game. ARK is up 2-1 right now. Fantastic display. Got a couple fans in the chat. Claudio, shout out. Appreciate you always watching, our friend. John McDermott, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Sean, move. Great in and out footwork by ARK there. And really, more than anything, I appreciate how little time it took ARK to adjust to Keith's service. It was kind of fooling him in the start. Was having some trouble differentiating between the no spin service and the underspin. It looks like he was able to make the adjustment. Nice forehand by ARK there. Challenging life of a chopper. Ooh, a reverse pendulum service by ARK. I gotta say, that's a new one for me. Just had to get up and tell people to not stand in front of the camera. Apologies, guys. It's a one-man show here. And I'm not exactly sure what the precise scoreline is, but I know Keith is up a whole bunch to a little from ARK. I want to say maybe like a 3-point or 4-point differential. There you go. 8-3 sounds about right. Nice movement by ARK. Some nice extra quality on that step in forehand chop. Had a little bit of side spin on it as well. Angle is a bit too tricky for Keith. And ARK is fighting, staying in it. Wondering if this is a comeback. I really wish I knew what the exact scoreline is. I apologize, guys. Oh man, this has to be a massive comeback here. I think I got the scoreline right, judging by how excited ARK's getting. I believe he just clawed back 5 points in a row. Big deficit to overcome. Oh, big forehand counter loop, clips the top of the net and lands on the other side. Not a comfortable place to be in if you're Keith Lin. Oh, that's it. ARK OUYANG with a big comeback to close out the fourth game and takes the match. ARK OUYANG, congratulations for being our under 2100 finals event winner. Well done, young man. Now let's see if we can get him down real quick for an interview. They're gonna take some pictures real quick, and then we'll be getting set up.
There, not there.
Yeah. We're trying out something new. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm here with the winner of the under 2100 finals, ARK. Congratulations. How you feel coming off of that victory?
Pretty good. I had a really intense Saturday training yesterday, so I kind of busted both my thighs, which is why I lost to him the first in the round robin, like 3-1.
Yeah, sweet, man. I mean, big comeback there at the end. You were up 2-1, and I feel like things were kind of slipping away there, but towards the end, you were kind of able to bring it back together. What was going through your mind when you were down, and what was your strategy trying to focus on? What are you trying to tighten up there?
Did I lose the first game? I lost the first game.
I believe, yeah, you lost the first game, and then you won 2.
The 2 games after that, the second and third game, I basically, my thought process was to literally just make it so that he can't play to my forehand too much, because my forehand, my blocking is very weak right now. So it's just if he gives in my forehand, it has to be a good ball that I can counter with. Other than that, the fourth game, I think I was down 4-2, 3-1, 4-2, and I don't know. I think I do this thing where I tense up really strongly, and then I let go, because I think it's just a sort of it allows me to like calm down and like calm my nerves down. And I just played like every single time I play a match, if it gets to the 5th game, I pretend it's like 0-0 again, like 0-0. The game has just started. I don't even know this person, and with that mentality, I'm somehow able to win.
Interesting. Never heard anybody say anything like that.
Yeah.
That's hey, that's very cool. Thank you for letting me in on that. As far as the specific strategy, just overall coming up against Keith, did you have anything in mind that you wanted to implement? Knowing Keith, have you played with Keith before?
Yeah. The first time I played him was like in the round robin, and then I played him in the finals. I think my strategy was more so if I give him a hot ball, it's very likely that he can like just rip it back. As far as like his loops go, I mean like I know how good my chopping is, and I know that I can realistically, if I can get it on, then he's done for. It's just a matter of like actually getting that ball on. Like 2 or 3, if I can go 2 or 3 rallies with him, then he'll lose that ball.
Right. Earlier on, it feels like his service strategy was kind of very honest, very straightforward. He's like, I'm gonna serve this, you're gonna return, and I'm gonna loop.
Yeah, it's all just side top. He gave like 2 or 3 underspins. Like he had this one serve where he just gives it to my forehand short under. And I hate receiving with my forehand, so every single time you saw me like receive with that ball, I would run over with my backhand and then like sort of like push it to his forehand really deep, so that this way he won't have an easy time looping it on. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And through watching you through today, it seemed like earlier on you were having some trouble with your forehand, but now it seems like you've gotten a little bit warmed up. Your forehand has been hitting much nicer. Is that something that you were actively focused on, trying to make sure your forehands are landing a little bit more flush?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like forehand counter loops are concerned, I'm like, if I can get into position, I'm perfectly fine. It was just a matter of like, if I can move my legs there, like there are a lot of balls, especially if you give it to my forehand short, where I'll miss it because I won't step forward with my right leg, and I'll just like sort of, like just raise my body forward and it'll just go out. Yeah.
Right. So for you, it's more or less a matter of touch and more a matter of actual footwork and moving in and out properly.
Yeah.
As a chopper, of course, footwork is one of the strongest things that you need to focus on. What is your training regimen looking like these days, and how often are you training? What does your training look like?
As far as like actual lessons with coaches goes, I like 2 to 3 times probably. I go once on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when I'm available. And then Fridays, I usually go play League, either at Match Point or at Lily. And then Saturday training at Match Point. So 3 legitimate lessons, sort of. And then I'll, depending on availability and if I don't have that much homework, I'll like play at home with my dad.
Gotcha. Awesome. Sweet, man. Well, congratulations once again on the under 2100 victory. Are you playing in any other events today?
No.
Okay, 2100, good enough. We'll take it. Congratulations once
Thank
again.
you.
Any plans coming up for any future tournaments? Anything you got in mind? What do you got your eyes set on?
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that I can play at Westchester at the end of the month. I don't know. Over the summer, like after my senior year, I want to play more tournaments, just like right before college.
Sweet, man. All right, we wish you the best of luck, and thanks for coming out to play.
Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, fantastic interview. ARK OUYANG, thank you so much for coming out. Congratulations on the under 2100 victory. We're going to go ahead and resume the play. There's a lot of great matches all the way around. Unfortunately, nothing going on table 5 right now, which is our main table. So if you guys just give us a moment or two, we're going to go ahead and get set up as soon as the next match starts. In the meanwhile, I'm going to just leave the camera running so you guys can just have something to watch. Yeah, okay. I'll see you guys in a bit.